The silence before the symphony, unveiling your true spiritual path. In our lives, moments come when we find ourselves walking a path seemingly alone, detached from the bustling crowd and the familiar echoes of communal existence. It might feel as if the universe has handpicked us for a journey of solitude. Why does this isolation occur, especially when we are seeking deeper spiritual truths? Isolation, in the spiritual sense, serves as a profound teacher. Its first lesson is about the essence of silence and stillness. In the quiet, when external distractions fade, the voice within us grows clearer. This voice, often drowned out by daily noise, carries the truths of our innermost desires, fears, and dreams. It is the universe's way of turning up the volume on our internal dialogue, allowing us to listen more intently to who we are and what we truly seek from our existence. Consider the clarity that comes from such silence. Without the ongoing input from the world around us, we are better positioned to evaluate our beliefs and motivations. This clarity is not merely about understanding our routine preferences, but reaches into the depths of our value systems and spiritual orientations. How does the clarity found in solitude align with the decisions you make in crowded moments? Moreover, isolation challenges our comfort zones. It strips away the external validations we often rely on and pushes us toward finding validation from within. This transition is crucial for spiritual maturation. It teaches us to trust our inner compass rather than seeking directional cues from the external world. Have you noticed that sometimes the most profound personal revelations come when there is no one else around to sway your thoughts? Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons. Isolation also fosters resilience. In the spiritual context, resilience is not just about bouncing back from setbacks. It's about how we forge a path forward with a deeper understanding of our life's purpose. Every moment of solitude can be seen as an opportunity to strengthen this understanding, to build a spiritual resilience that sustains us through future challenges. The universe isolates us not because we need to be alone to find spiritual enlightenment, but because the lessons learned in solitude are integral to the wholeness of our spiritual journey. Each silent moment is a piece of the puzzle, revealing more of the spiritual landscape we are navigating. In these quiet times, we are also invited to redefine our relationships, not only with others but with ourselves and the universe. Solitude allows us to examine the nature of our connections. Are they nurturing our growth, or are they hindering it? This introspection can lead to transformative changes in how we engage with everything around us. Now, moving forward, the question surfaces: how can we transform the insights gained in solitude into actions that resonate with our true spiritual calling? This question guides us deeper into the exploration of isolation's role in spiritual growth. The alchemy of solitude, transforming quietude into spiritual empowerment. As we delve deeper into understanding the transformative power of isolation in our spiritual journey, it's important to recognize how solitude can be actively used as a tool for personal and spiritual empowerment. The lessons we learn in the quiet moments can profoundly shape our actions and decisions, influencing the course of our lives. In the alchemy of solitude, we are given the raw materials of silence, self-reflection, and introspection. From these, we can forge a strengthened sense of self and a renewed spiritual mission. The key lies in actively engaging with the insights we uncover, rather than passively experiencing them. One of the most powerful transformations that occur during periods of isolation is the development of a deeper sense of intuition. Intuition is our inner guidance system that helps us make decisions aligned with our deepest values and highest aspirations. In the hustle of everyday life, this voice can be muted by the cacophony of societal expectations and external pressures. Isolation gives us the chance to tune into our intuitive voice, to listen and understand its whispers and warnings. How have you experienced the awakening of your intuition in moments of solitude? Can you recall a time when a quiet insight guided you to make a choice that felt deeply right, though it might have been unconventional? Moreover, solitude provides the space to practice and embody the principles we value. It is one thing to believe in principles such as compassion, patience, and courage. It is another to embody them. Isolation challenges us to live these values without an audience, to be compassionate when there is no one to appreciate it, to be patient when there is no immediate reward, and to be courageous even when we stand alone. This practice in solitude builds authenticity. Our spiritual practice becomes a living, breathing aspect of our being, not just something we turn to when convenient. It shapes us into individuals whose actions are consistently aligned with their beliefs, regardless of the social context. Furthermore, isolation often prompts a reevaluation of our paths. Sometimes, we find that our life's direction has been more about societal expectations or familial pressures than about our true calling. Solitude can be the crucible in which we burn away these external influences and discover the path we are meant to walk. This path is not revealed through loud declarations but through quiet realization. Have the moments alone encouraged you to shift directions in ways that felt more aligned with your true self? How did these changes manifest in your relationships, career, or personal goals? Additionally, the empowerment gained in solitude often leads to greater creativity. Creativity is not merely the ability to create art or literature, but the capacity to creatively solve problems, innovate new paths in life, and see the world through a lens of inspired possibility. In isolation, with fewer distractions, our mind has the freedom to explore new realms of thought and imagination. Think about a time when a creative solution came to you in a moment of quiet. What conditions allowed your mind to explore these new possibilities? How did this creative insight influence your spiritual or daily life? As we prepare to move into the next segment of our discussion, consider how solitude not only deepens our understanding of ourselves, but also enhances our engagement with the world. True spiritual empowerment from isolation isn't just about personal insights. It's about applying these insights in ways that enhance our interactions and contributions to the world around us. From insight to integration, living the lessons of solitude. Having explored the transformative power of solitude and the deeper sense of intuition and authenticity it can foster, the next step in our spiritual journey involves integrating these profound insights into our daily lives. This integration is essential, as the true measure of our spiritual growth is not just in the realizations we have in isolation, but in how we embody these realizations in the world. Integration involves a deliberate effort to carry the wisdom and inner changes gained during solitude into our interactions, decisions, and lifestyle. This can be challenging. The complexity of the world, with its myriad distractions and pressures, can easily overshadow the clarity we find in solitude. However, the discipline of bringing our solitary insights into communal life is what molds us into spiritually mature individuals. One of the first steps in this integration process is to establish a daily routine that reflects our spiritual values and insights. This may mean setting aside time for meditation, reflection, or other spiritual practices that help maintain the connection with our inner self. It's about creating space in our daily life for the lessons learned in solitude to continue to flourish and guide us. How can you create and maintain these spaces in your daily routine? What practices or activities help you reconnect with your insights from solitude? Another key aspect of integration is in our interactions with others. Every interaction is an opportunity to practice the virtues we have deepened during our solitary reflections, such as patience, empathy, and understanding. It's about seeing each person as a spiritual being on their own journey, deserving of the same compassion we wish for ourselves. Think about a recent interaction where you could apply a lesson learned in solitude. How did it change the outcome or the nature of that interaction? Did it bring a deeper sense of connection or understanding? Additionally, the courage to make life changes based on our solitary insights is a significant part of integration. Sometimes, the truths we face in solitude require us to make difficult decisions, like changing careers, ending unfulfilling relationships, or starting new initiatives that align more closely with our true passions. These changes are the practical applications of our spiritual growth. Can you identify a change you've been contemplating that reflects your deeper understanding of your path? What steps can you take to begin this transition, and how does it reflect your spiritual growth? Moreover, integration also involves how we contribute to the community and the world. Each of us has unique talents and insights that, when shared, can help uplift others. Our solitude-learned wisdom can guide us in contributing more meaningfully, whether through volunteering, mentoring, creating, or simply being a more present and compassionate friend or family member. How does your personal spiritual journey equip you to contribute to the community? What are practical ways you can start making a difference based on the insights gained in your periods of solitude? As we prepare to transition into the final part of our exploration, consider how the practice of integrating our solitary discoveries not only enriches our own lives, but also makes us agents of positive change in the world. The ultimate goal of our spiritual journey is not just personal enlightenment, but the creation of a more conscious and compassionate world. When you are ready, we will conclude our discussion by reflecting on how embracing the cycle of solitude and integration can lead to a fulfilling and purposeful life, continuously enriched by both our alone and communal experiences. Embracing the cycle, the continuous harmony of solitude and community. In the final segment of our exploration into why the universe isolates us in our spiritual journey, we arrive at a profound realization. The dance between solitude and integration is continuous, each phase enriching the other. This cyclical process is essential for ongoing spiritual growth and for living a life that is deeply fulfilling and purposeful. Embracing this cycle means recognizing that periods of solitude will come and go, just as moments of active engagement with the world will. Each phase brings its own set of lessons and opportunities for growth. The wisdom lies in knowing how to navigate between these phases fluidly, using the insights from one to enrich the experiences of the other. Consider the seasons of nature. Just as there are times for growth and times for rest, our spiritual lives require similar phases. Solitude is like the winter where introspection and reflection dominate. The insights gathered here blossom into spring and summer, where active participation and integration occur. How can you better recognize which season you are in spiritually? What does each season demand of you? Moreover, maintaining a balance between these phases prevents the extremes of isolation or constant activity, both of which can lead to spiritual burnout. Balance ensures that we are neither losing ourselves in the noise of the world nor becoming too detached in our solitude. It is about finding a sustainable rhythm that supports our long-term spiritual health and happiness. Ask yourself, how do you maintain balance between solitude and engagement in your life? Are there signs that you might be leaning too much towards one, neglecting the benefits of the other? Additionally, embracing this cycle encourages a resilience that is adaptable to life's unpredictable changes. As we become more attuned to moving between solitude and social engagement, we develop a flexibility that helps us face life's challenges with a grounded sense of self and a clear vision of our path. This adaptability is crucial, as it allows us to remain aligned with our spiritual values regardless of external circumstances. Reflect on a recent challenge you faced. How did your periods of solitude and times of engagement each help you navigate this challenge? How did the balance or imbalance between these phases impact your ability to deal with the situation? Furthermore, as we continually engage with this cycle, we become examples to those around us. Our journey can inspire others to explore their own spiritual path, to embrace their periods of isolation, and to integrate their insights into their lives. In this way, our spiritual journey contributes not only to our individual growth, but also to the collective evolution of our communities and society. Consider how your spiritual journey might serve as an inspiration to others. What aspects of your journey could encourage others to explore their own paths? Finally, the continuous harmony between solitude and community teaches us that every end is a new beginning. Each time we emerge from a period of solitude, we are reborn with fresh insights and renewed spirit, ready to engage with the world in more meaningful ways. And each return to solitude is an opportunity to deepen those insights and nurture our soul, preparing for the next cycle of active engagement. As we conclude our exploration, think about the ongoing cycles in your own spiritual journey. How has each cycle shaped you, and how do you envision your future cycles unfolding? What steps can you take today to honor both the solitude and the engagement in your life, ensuring they contribute to a harmonious and purposeful existence? Embracing this cyclical nature of spiritual growth allows us to live fully, with each phase of solitude and integration enriching and preparing us for the next. This is the ultimate journey of a spiritually fulfilled life, continuously evolving, learning, and contributing to the world in meaningful ways.